Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, The Ritual Flow. For today's reading, we are doing a money reading for the sign of Scorpio. So if you are a Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising, or Midheaven, there may be some messages here for you. This is a general reading though, so take what resonates, leave what does not, and this is timeless as well. So whenever you're seeing it is when you're meant to receive it. Let's see what's going on with your energy. Oh, they're trying. Okay, I'll get that one too. All right, 9 of Wands, 8 of Cups. Page of Wands. Ace of Swords. Seven of Wands. Ten of Cups. The Star. Two of Cups, the Devil in reverse. Can you get one more, please? That one? Ooh, 9 of Cups. All right, and we've got the Ace of Wands and the 10 of Swords underneath. Okay. So, you're definitely feeling like sort of like stressed out, defensive, like you're fighting some kind of battle. There's not a single pentacle out here. But this feels like it's like at work that you're feeling this energy, like people testing your boundaries and you having to like fight to maintain them. It's giving this energy of someone like pushing you to do like more and more work for the same amount of pay. It's like trying to see just how much like energy, effort, productivity that can be squeezed out of you. And yeah, I mean that sort of energy doesn't really work that well in general for most people. People like to be treated fairly. People like to not be exhausted. And so you're making a decision to step away from that energy, to find something better. Something that makes you happy, something that feels inspiring to you, something that ignites your passion, that's mentally stimulating to you as well. And I see you taking a sort of leap of faith when it comes to this. Like, this energy of like whatever you've been experiencing, it's like, you're sort of like at your wit's end with this situation, with being made to feel, I keep hearing like you're just a number. Like, I don't know how large of an employer you work for. But like it's giving this like energy of being like an anonymous worker bee that's required to like toil away endlessly, like meet like unreasonable demands, and like having to fight to keep up, and it really just feeling like a constant struggle, and you're weary from it, and you're like, I cannot keep I cannot keep doing this and be like happy and feeling like you have a life. So you are making a decision, and it will not be easy in some ways. There may be a period of time where you're out of work in between leaving this bad situation and finding your better. But there is an important element of you like persevering, keeping the faith that you're not meant to live in the way that you've been living, and that something better is available to you. You're like releasing yourself from bondage. There's some sort of new idea that's going to come to you as well. A new opportunity is going to be like communicated to you, or like revealed to you, maybe from within. Like from your own inner fire. And whatever this idea is what you're going to be moving towards. It's going to be very aligned for you. It's going to feel like a perfect pairing for your work. Like you're going to come out feeling very satisfied, very comfortable, really feeling like the pain that you went through and how you responded to it, the steps that you took to relieve yourself of it, were such a blessing, because you feel so grateful and so much happier after you've moved through this process and found, like, discovered what it is that you're looking for. Let's see, what would I like to clarify? Let's find out a little bit more about what you're walking away from. Oh, that's interesting. We got Temperance, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Star. Let me get one more, please. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. Mm. It's giving an energy of you filling someone else's cup up and them not filling yours up. It's giving an energy of you being like, I'm hearing saintly, like, whatever. It's like, it's like this energy of you being like a martyr, like giving up your whole self for like the good of the collective, like type energy. But it's like this what's been happening is like a false version of like a caricature of that, like something that could be like meaningful and like kind or something in some way, is like, it's like that energy is being abused because it's available due to the circumstances. And it's like, it's giving this like slow plotting energy, like giving someone crumbs and like continuing to promise that they'll get more one day, and that just like never actually transpires. And so that's creating a turning point, and you have to have faith that that's not all that there is for you, that's not all that you're meant to do, that you are meant to like do something more, or at least like to be happy with what you're doing in some way. So let's see what it is that you're moving towards. What sorts of ideas, inspirations might be happening. Get one more again, please. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so it's like there's this energy that you see what someone else is doing and it inspires you. Like it gives you the idea like, hey, I could do that too. And that's sort of like the hope that you are hanging on to. That that like you can have the same thing that you see with someone else. And it's kind of this energy that like you have this feeling that because you're looking at it like that, it's almost feeling like guilt, like you're stealing someone else's idea or like borrowing it without asking. But there's also this energy that, you know, like you have some sort of anxiety about that there's not enough room for like you to do this too, or that like, you know, just the person you saw doing it has like exclusive rights to be doing it. So that like this energy of feeling like you're doing something wrong. Like you're betraying someone by like also pursuing that or pursuing something similar. There are also some like fears about, you know, not being successful, being a poor reproduction of what you've seen someone else doing. But this is kind of a hurdle that you have to get over. This is like part of your ending this cycle and starting a new one, is getting past that fear, tapping into your own like feelings of being deserving, because this is still enough to propel you to make this transition. And that's really all that you need. Like you can make a change to like what it is you're doing somewhere along the way. If this doesn't feel right and doesn't feel aligned to you, but that, that's not necessarily to say that it won't. It's for you to figure out the intricacies of your feelings and what you want to do with them. But this little spark here, this inspiration, this idea is just what you needed to get you to move, to get you out of this like stuck, unfair, like slow moving, like trapped feeling situation, to free yourself and open up these new opportunities for you. Let's see. Can you tell me anything about what feels aligned? What feels... Okay. Oh my gosh, something else flew out too. Let's see, what is this? Okay, that was kind of what I expected. It didn't really tell me anything new. I was hesitant to ask about this because I had the feeling that I wasn't going to get any details about what's going to make you feel satisfied, because something about that is supposed to stay open-ended. Like, you got the Two of Pentacles, Five of Cups, then the Ten of Cups came out, the Tower, and the Emperor. So it's like you've got all of this like harsher energy surrounding your happiness, your sense of fulfillment. And ultimately, it doesn't matter what you move towards, what you do. If you are paying attention to your own happiness, prioritizing that, not focusing on like everything that's unfair, that hurts, like turning around, looking at how you can make your situation more positive, tearing anything down that's not working for you, and committing yourself to setting that boundary, to going after what's going to make you happy. It could be literally anything. I mean, for how this situation feels here, like it's an energy of anything would be better than that. So we just need that inspiration to move, and then things will shift and things will change in a big way, because we're not feeling oppressed there anymore. Like that could, it's like that giving an energy of, like, yeah, this one idea pulled you away and got you started, got you like freeing yourself, but then some other idea is going to come along and be like, oh, like this, now I know this is a possibility for myself because I've pulled myself out of that situation and made space for something better. Oh, you are learning about the sacredness of your body, the value of your personhood, how valuable you are as a creative spirit, a creative being, housed in a body with a brain. Like that has been being taken advantage of deeply and drastically in your current, previous, wherever you're at with it situation. And you're learning to respect yourself and treat yourself differently. The loving man. What is this? We have the victim mentality and playing it safe coming out too. Yeah, I'm really getting this energy of you've been playing the victim. Like, what did I say over here? Like, the Temperance was giving martyr energy. Like, I've never actually gotten that energy from that card before, but it was very clear. Like, it wasn't anything else. And you've been sort of playing a victim to, like, to whoever's been holding your money. And that's not working for you. That doesn't work for your spirit. You've been very unhappy and will continue to be so until you make this shift, until you stop playing it safe. Yeah, it can feel very safe to feel imprisoned, to be subjugated, subjected to receiving less than what you're worth, because you've been in it. It's familiar. It can be quite scary to set out on a new adventure, to do something different that you are not used to. It's unfamiliar. You haven't been in that energy. You've been doing the same thing day in and day out and getting the same results. And you're ready for some new results. And this loving man is really giving me an energy of, like, fathering yourself. You know, whether your father is, like, with you in body or in spirit in this life, it's like, what would your father think of this situation if they knew exactly how it was? And, you know, not everyone necessarily has a loving father in this incarnation, but it's also giving this energy, like, with this, all of this light shining down. It's like, and I hate using this term, but it's like, it's giving the energy of, like, the loving spirit of, like, the great father. Could also be the great mother. This is just the card that came out. There's also a loving woman card in this deck. But it's like, I don't know, people tend to, like, personify God as male, and that's not how that works. But, you know, talk about it however you need to talk about it, I guess. But that's sort of the vibe that's coming through, is like, would, you know, if source energy was in, like, a whole human form and had feelings and stuff, would source want you to be in a situation that feels so unfair, so limiting, so depressing? No. No. Source wants to call you back to the light from which you came. Sure, this darkness exists and you hold some of it within you now, but that's not what you're made of. And you're looking for a vibrational match to the light that you carry. That's not what you've been living in, but that's what you're moving towards. Foundation and achievements. That's like, I don't know. This is like a weird deck. It's called tarot, but it's not really tarot. And, that literally looks exactly like the Ten of Cups. Yeah, and we have disruption as well. I am getting that it is going to feel like a major disruption. Like I said before, there may be like a period in between where you know, anytime we take a risk, it feels like things are falling apart, like you're breaking apart, and like I'm getting this unsettled feeling fragmented, not feeling whole. And it may feel that way for a while as you are as you're putting yourself back together again, because I'm getting like this energy that like you didn't tear yourself apart like this. That's a result of the situation that you've been dealing with in your work. And the movement you're creating, while you may still feel a little scattered in the like in between period, there's like the whole point is you taking those pieces and bringing them back together, like making them solid again. Creating a foundation for yourself that's actually like sustainable, so that you can achieve something, so that you can feel satisfied, feel accomplished. And we had stand your ground come out as well. Like absolutely you have to do that. That is that's like the 7 of Wands back here as well. Like you're going to have to make a clear stand for what you want for your future, to set a clear boundary between the situation that you've been in and taking the risk to move away from it, to not let it like suck you back in because it feels safe and predictable. Because you can predict that if you stay there, you're going to be miserable. And, you know, if you stand up for yourself and commit to finding something better and have faith that it will find you back, then that's what will happen. All right. So if this reading resonated with you, please give it a like, comment down below, share with someone, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you back next week, Scorpio. Bye.